Hey everyone, welcome to the UnPack Pittsburgh podcast. My name is Alaina, and today we are at Miracle on 6th with the owner, Spencer Warren. Thanks for having us here today.
Thanks for coming by.
Spencer, this is awesome. So, first of all, you're owner of the Warren, which everybody in Pittsburgh knows. Fantastic food, open late. It's one of my favorite places. Summertime, sit out on the patio, people watch. Fantastic. Before we get into that, why don't you talk a little bit about where we are now, because there's actually 2 pop-ups that you have for Christmas, correct?
Yes, we did 2 this year. This is Miracle on 6th, so we're at 137 6th Street. This used to be an Indian restaurant at one point. We were in this location last year, and then the building actually caught on fire. So this was the contractor's construction office. So it's been offices since we got back here. Wow, and then cool. Sippin' Santa, the other one we have, it's on Wood Street. Between Capitol Grill and McCormick and Schmidt. It was a TD Ameritrade, like bank office cubicles, and we turned that into like a surf and Santa spot.
Yeah, we're gonna I think we're heading there after this, so that's gonna be pretty cool. Speaking of sipping, let's do some cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for having us.
Guys.
This is beautiful.
Cheers.
And we did say we've been to several pop-up bars, and these drinks are pretty damn good, I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you. We make everything from scratch. That's the key. We have a couple elves in the back that basically sit there all night batching, and
Nice.
That's
the unfortunate part
good.
is because of the volume we do, we have to batch them. But
Yeah. Well,
it's
you're a
made
huge
it's
Christmas
made every
fan.
day. Yeah.
So, so before we go into you and everything, there's one thing that stands out to me is part of the proceeds actually go somewhere special, correct?
Yes. So this year we're doing 4 different charities. We're doing Pittsburgh Down, and each one's local or has affected someone in our staff. Pittsburgh Downtown Partnership, we work with them a lot, being with the Warrens downtown, and we assume they have tons of money, but they need help because it is a nonprofit. Then we do Amy's Army, which is for childhood leukemia. One of our liquor reps' nieces had it, and it was help raise money for like the special meds and stuff. She's now 30-something, married, nurse, working in the field as well. And then we have the National Foundation of Down Syndrome for Pittsburgh. Amy, who does Sippin' Santa, helps with that one. She's a nanny, and her family has a daughter with Down syndrome, so that helps. And my niece has Down as well. And the Pittsburgh Action Against Rape is the last one. So PAR, that's the main one we donate to this year. We always have one that we donate a little more to than the others, and that's the main one for this year. So we try and keep it local, keep it somehow related to something and someone here as well. Yeah, this is year number 8 of this. So
Wow!
last
Congratulations,
year,
that's awesome. Seriously, 8 years of this? That's
8 years, 10 Christmas bars. We did 2 miracles one year. We did one in the South Side and one downtown on Liberty. And then we did this year, now that we have Sippin' Santa and Miracle. So it's the 9th Miracle and 10th Christmas bar. So we're the old people.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about what we're drinking here?
All right, well, first she's starting with probably the most popular cocktail, the Christmapolitan. It's a spiced cranberry, cosmopolitan type of thing with elderflower, dry vermouth vodka. We make syrups and then fresh lime. It's by far our most popular. A little sprig of rosemary on the top for you.
It's very good. And the cup is so cute. It says Miracle on it.
Yes. Every glass is custom for each drink. So we have glasses for you. You have the drunken. You have the drunken Santa.
You have a whole
Rocks
snowball
glass.
in there, it looks like.
Yes, that's the snowball old fashioned. So it's like a gingerbread rye old fashioned.
It's
That's probably the
delicious.
second most popular drink. It's the only stir.
We're
drink
good
we
at
have.
picking drinks.
Yeah. He is drinking the Krampus, which is new this year. The mug's new. We're down to 8 mugs already because they get stolen.
That's a shame. If you come here, do not steal the damn cups, please.
Oh, it's so annoying. We have the door guy. Last year we had a girl at the door, and she would like literally frisk you, and I was like all the way pat you up and down, searching through your bags with a stick. This year the guy, because they're a guy, he's a little more timid, but they still you have to open up your jackets and bags. But we've still probably had a couple $1,000s of glassware already stolen this year.
It's crazy.
It's a shame. Do people know that the proceeds go to the charity?
We
And
try
they
and
still
tell
do
them
it?
to. They still
Because you
do it.
sell the cups. I
Yeah.
have this one. I bought that one.
Yeah, we sell all the glassware.
Yeah.
So except for the Krampus because we don't have any more. Can't get it this year.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. People would do that.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like Yoda.
I think it looks
Horns.
like, yeah, kind of. I thought it was like the movie Tremors.
Tremors. Oh my! I bet you they don't even know what Tremors is. With
No.
Kevin Bacon. Oh my gosh, we got a plan, Earl.
Never heard
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But
So and then I have the Rudolph's replacement, which is kind of like a coffee white Russian.
nice. You're the
type of
dude.
drink. Yeah, the dude.
Yeah,
The dude who buys.
Do you get that?
No.
Oh my God.
Man,
No.
this is a tough crowd for those who are wearing ugly sweaters.
Yes. And this is actually one of the more popular ones because of the mug, obviously. People buy glassware just on the mug. They don't even know what they're drinking. They just want to take a photo and
Yeah.
have the mug.
This whole place is Instagram
These
worthy.
are cool.
Yes.
Oh
it
yeah,
is-
every corner.
we do
Anywhere
not.
you go.
Yeah, every space is covered
Yeah.
completely.
I didn't see one spot of just wall.
No.
We try
There's
not to.
something on every.
You can't even tell
every
the
single
color of
spot.
the wall.
Last year we painted the walls, so the fire marshal shut us down last year for having too much stuff up.
Whoops.
So we had to take a bunch of stuff down. We had to paint the walls. So that's the only way you could tell the color of the walls. This year
So
we
this wall's approved now.
yes, the wall these are wreaths.
Fireproof.
Yeah.
But like that wall, like the background of it, we get this like contact paper that's fire retardant, so it helps cover the colors of the walls and stuff.
That's really cool.
All right. How long does it take to decorate this whole
That's
entire
that is the
place?
most asked question. It really
Because
is.
there's multiple
Yeah.
different rooms.
Do you
There's a
do
lot
you
of
do
work.
it? Do you hire like? Yeah, that's a good question.
Everyone who works here is a volunteer. So they all volunteer. They come in and help decorate, and they work for tips, and that's it. That helps make all the money go towards charity, or a lot of money. We're not a nonprofit, but most of the money goes towards charity.
Wow.
Last year, I think we raised $43,000 on our end, and then another like 7 or so on because percentage of the glassware goes to, as well to a national charity.
Very cool.
So we were about $50,000 from us alone.
Wow.
This year, our goal is for us to donate 50, and then have the glassware do an extra 10 or something.
That'd be awesome. Good goal.
As long as people don't
Well,
steal all
come
the
visit.
glassware.
Come visit. And you're open till New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve's the last night. It's 7 days a week, 4 p.m. to midnight. We're only allowed to open till midnight because we're on a catering license.
Okay.
Not an actual liquor, like it's the Warren's liquor license comes here.
I see.
Loophole thing that I found out years ago, and now it's opened the can of worms. So now they have to keep it going. I hope.
When I walked in, speaking of the volunteers, like you guys weren't open yet, and I like you kind of were hustling, bustling, doing your thing, and they were late as always. And
Yes. Oh, I thought you meant my staff.
no, your staff. So your bartender guy was like, "Hey, come on over." He's talking to me. He's telling me like what he's doing, and like then one of the girls starts telling me what to do, and I'm like, "Do you guys think I work here because of my sweatshirt?" And the guy goes, "Yeah, you're not." I'm like, "No." He's like, "Oh, sorry." He was like trying to tell me how to cut stuff.
You should have went along with
I
it.
know.
Yes,
Started
I
making
I would
some
have volunteered.
drinks.
I should have
That would've been
volunteered.
funny.
Yeah,
Do you
we-
have enough volunteers? Like, do you
No.
have?
This year especially was tough because two
Really?
spaces, and they all seem to be able to work the same day.
Yeah.
Like Tuesday, for some reason, everyone can work on Tuesday. We finagle it, like we get. That's why they probably do it. Like, oh, this must be a new person because we have someone like contacts us on Instagram or something. We're like, yeah, come on down, see how it works.
That would have been awesome if we don't do it this year because of the timing. Maybe next year we could coordinate in like an unpack where we could help bring some staff and like we could just all volunteer. We could
Yeah.
get a bunch of people in the content space and just help volunteer. That'd be all. I mean, it's such a good cause.
Yeah.
Causes, I should say.
Yeah. We have so many people that come in. They want to just help decorate. People love decorating for Christmas. And
How long
just-
does it take? You didn't answer Jim's
Oh yeah,
question.
so the most asked question. Because
That's why they asked 10
because
times
we're a
before
true
you answer.
we're a true pop-up, so it takes a little longer because we build the bar and everything from scratch.
Oh.
Like we don't have running water behind the bar. We have like water buckets for Sandy and like soap and hand washing and all that stuff. And then we have, luckily in this space there was a dishwasher here, so we actually have a dish machine instead of just a person with three buckets cleaning all the dishes. So that building the bar this year, because we built a bar and then we have a little booth in the front. We call them the club seats, where you're up higher and you can see behind the bar and everything, kind of what's going on.
That's cool.
And it's a two-way thing, so people can't see you, but you can see them. So that took about a week, and then decorating, the front took a week to 2 weeks, and then this was in probably another week afterwards. So we didn't have this room open the first week. We have so much stuff. This was like a storage unit a week ago, and then we just threw it all together in a week.
So we're in one of your private rooms here.
Yes.
Right,
So for Miracle, we have this one room. It's a big private room. So this rents out. We rent it for parties. There's a party of 50 coming in today. Which will be a little snug, but I hope they like each other. And then Sip and Santa, because it was all office cubicles and they're glassed-in rooms, we have like rooms for like 10 people all throughout, and they each have like a different themed room. And we have
That's
one room for up to
fun.
20. Like we have a blow-up couch room. So we blow up pool, blow up everything because it's a tiki theme. So
Is
it's
that
all
open at
tiki.
4 too?
Yes.
So by the time we get there, it's gonna be already
Yeah.
popping probably.
Yeah, that one's a little more chill, which is nice. It's a different vibe. This gets chaos here.
Well, the second you open the doors, they were funneling in. I
Yeah,
didn't think
we-
anyone was gonna come. It's
Yeah, we had a nice
Thursday.
line to start.
There's a line
It's
outside
Thursday?
on a Thursday.
Right,
Yes.
Wednesday.
Today's Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have been more confident.
Yeah. But yeah, on Saturday we had a 200-person line before we opened. It wrapped all the way around the block and almost made it to meat and potatoes.
Wow.
Like they were lined up in front of Colonoma.
Do you have like a cutoff? Like once they're in here, are they just in or like they?
No, it's a lot of in and out. So people usually come for 1 or 2 drinks. So especially if it's like after, like pre or post their dinners, they'll come in for a drink beforehand. So the line moves quickly, which is good.
Okay, cool.
But it depends. Like if there's a private party in here, we obviously have to have a lot less people.
Sure.
'cause This
You
takes
can't.
up.
Yeah.
If there's not, we just have this open, and that helps with those. Yeah, there's a cutoff, but it's kind of a quick line. Like I said.
It's definitely worth standing in line. So definitely come here.
Yes.
All right. So you talked about here. You
Yes.
talked about sipping Santa.
Santa, yes.
Now let's talk about the Warren.
Yes.
So you are Mr. Warren.
Yes.
The Warren is.
I didn't name it that, just so you know.
Oh, okay. How
My
the?
business partners. I wanted to call it Mr. Rogers
No way.
because we were a neighborhood cocktail bar, so it's gonna be Mr. Rogers Neighborhood Bar.
That might be tough to get the name though. You think?
You want the full story for that one? Here we go.
Damn straight.
We had it. Had it. Mr. Rogers had the logo, had everything ready. Like the week before we opened, and an article came out in the Pittsburgh Magazine or something like that, and the article mentioned all about it. And they kind of indicated that we were making a Mr. Rogers themed bar, and it wasn't that. It's not that because the look is the exact same as it is now. So I got a lovely cease and desist letter from the Fred Rogers Foundation, and then I got a phone call from the lawyer, and the lawyer calls me and he's like, I'm like, well, I'm naming it after my 8th grade biology teacher, who was not Mr. Rogers, but that's what I said. And I go, and we're spelling it different because I was gonna spell it Rodger, just in case with the idea that could happen. And he's like, that's fine and all, but it was the year that they were filming Tom. It was the 50th anniversary of the
Tom Cruise
show
movie?
and the Tom Hanks.
Or Tom
movie.
Hanks. Yes. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, Tom Cruise is not looking
Yeah.
at Mr. Rogers.
Yeah. Maybe a young.
That could be exciting.
That'd
Was
be a
Mr.
little bit
Rogers
bigger
ever
budget.
young? I feel like he was always old.
Okay, so I didn't like. I kind of missed the era of Mr. Rogers, but I have since gone back and watched them, so I feel like I know about him. And some of those topics that they discussed back then are like so relevant now. It's wild. It's
Yes.
literally wild how cool they are. And
Yes.
seemed just like a good.
Yeah, they say
Human.
he's just a good human.
Yeah.
People have tried to dig dirt on him. They haven't found a thing.
Yeah. Nice.
So, real quickly, he's calling me, and he's like, okay, that's fine. He goes, but they're really worried about anything being bad about the name because of the 50th anniversary and filming this movie and all that stuff. And so they want anything associated with alcohol. They're worried that would he goes, if you were in another city, wouldn't be a problem but being in Pittsburgh. And he also goes, and he's like, we're going to sue you, and you'll win. You'll be sitting in court for 2 years. So it'll take 2 years. And he goes, and do you
Freaking
really
lawyers.
want to be the person?
Just kidding.
He goes, do you really want to be the person that's in lawsuits with the Fred Rogers Foundation? That's how he got me to change it. I was being very stubborn. I'm like,
Man.
oh man, I can't look bad in Pittsburgh like that.
Yeah.
So then we changed it.
That's a tough one.
And my business partners trying to figure out a name to call it at that point.
Well.
And the one guy goes, how about the Warren? I was like, I don't want anything named after myself. No way. I don't. I think it's pretentious, like all that. And I got outvoted 3-4, so it's called the Warren. But the thing about it is, like, the Warren can be the top of like a hotel.
Sure.
It could
That's
be
what I-
the front
that's what
of
I thought it was,
It could be a
actually.
front of a drum set, like, so people come in suits, they'll come in jeans and a t-shirt, like it's casual, informal. It's just anybody and everybody is our clientele, so it's great.
Well, it's really good when people show up dressed in ugly sweaters. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They work the part. Yeah.
No one told me.
We'll have to get them some from the other room.
Yeah. And speaking of ugly sweaters, you can purchase one off the wall here. So if you're here drinking, on your third drink, if you're feeling inspired and you see an ugly sweater that speaks to you, because there are several pretty damn amazing ones, you can actually purchase them. And does that also go towards?
Yes.
Oh.
Everything's all together, so.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, so people laugh at it. They're like, how much for that sweater? I'm like, $100. The first time someone's like, okay. So every sweater is $100. People are like, that's a ripoff. I'm like, well, they're not up there to buy. It's part of our decorations. I'm not trying to sell them. It just happens to, like, if
You
you're
know
gonna
how
buy
long
you're
it
gonna
took to
pay for
decorate this damn place?
If you are gonna
They
buy it,
are
you're gonna pay
very
for it.
unique ones, though. It's not like you'd find them in Walmart.
Yeah, some of them are really cool. I like that Tito's one
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
what I was looking at.
Everyone loves the
Tito's.
Tito's one. We
We
had
have Makers,
the year before.
Yeah.
Jack.
I'm wearing an Iron City one right now.
See, that's
Oh, wow.
cool. Look at
See,
that.
some of them are
That's
ugly
pretty
sweaters,
local.
but they really aren't that ugly.
Yeah.
Like they look kind of cool.
A lot of, I mean, tons of them have been sold, obviously, but we had a Tito's. There was like an ugly hoodie sweater type of thing. We had one on the wall. That lasted like 30 seconds on the wall. Am I not talking to my mic?
No,
now?
I was just checking your volumes. That's all. I was just checking your volumes.
Bueller. Oh, they don't get that reference either.
They
I'm sorry.
You don't get that?
Wait, what was it?
Bueller.
I think I heard
yeah.
of it.
Ferris
Oh,
Bueller's
Ferris
Day Off.
Bueller, yeah.
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 You never watched that?
She doesn't know.
She didn't even see The Big
doesn't know.
Lebowski already. We've established that.
I said
Yeah.
my favorite movie was The Matrix, and she goes, "That scared me." I was like, "That wasn't a scary movie."
I was a little kid.
It's scary. I remember.
Yeah, I would have a nightmare. Like,
That scares me that you were a little kid.
But
So, if you were gonna tell some people like why they should come here, I mean, we kind of touched on it, but like, something, I'm gonna clip it because I want people to come here because this is more than just a Christmas bar. This isn't like gimmicky drinks that are just full of sugar and taste like shit. We've been to
I
a
tell
lot.
people, like, we raised our prices for the first time in 8 years. So our drinks were always $12, and now they're 13, 14. People are like, ooh, that's expensive. I'm like, the amount of glassware that's stolen and the amount of stuff, it's all fresh. We're using, like, and that one's Knob Creek Rye. It's not like it's,
It's good.
it's Knob Creek, either that or Rittenhouse Rye. We use 2 different ryes.
Okay, they're both good though.
Yeah.
Both good
So those
whiskey.
type of things. So we use quality products, part of it, and everything's, like I said, made from scratch. And the glassware, you're not going to a place and paying $14, which my hashtag is hashtag don't support the knockoffs. It's been for like 7 years. Because our first year, one of my employees went and tried to do it on his own. And so
No.
we started that hashtag.
Sabotage.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
And keep in mind, the money's going to charity.
yeah, not 100%. We do make
Yeah,
money.
but you should.
But yeah, we do.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Like you should get compensated for your time, but it's still a good cause.
But it's coming here. You come here for quality. You're not getting a $14 drink in a plastic cup, like you said. Not a sugar bomb. We make everything from scratch. We fresh juice everything. We have a big, huge Zumex juicer, like you see at like Whole Foods. We have it over the Warren, and Courtney, the one guy, he just juices. That's all he does for this: juice ginger, juice lime, juice lemon, everything.
Yeah, this is really good.
yeah,
I
mine's
love my
super
drink.
fresh.
Mine disappeared. I'm not sure. I can't
There's a
remember
whole
if mine was good or not.
So one of the reasons to come is like the biggest reason is the experience. It is people are awed when they come in, and every year we change the look of it. It's not like we have different themes. Like we have the Hanukkah Hideaway, we have Candy Cane Land, we have a Krampus Corner, we have Bumbles, which again you won't even know who that is.
Do you know who Santa is?
Start there.
Yes.
And then we have like the ugly sweater wall, which last year we took all around the top of the whole space. This year we have the wall plus around the top in this room. So it's all, and this is more the wreath wall, but this is more the room that Christmas threw up everywhere, is what our saying is. So there's just everything everywhere. And then the candy cane wall. But the candy cane wall, basically, it's doubled up, so when you open the door, it's also candy cane wall. But it's the experience, and everyone's in a good mood. No one comes in, like, if they're miserable, like, we get a lot of one-star reviews, because no one actually reviews and gives good reviews, so we only get bad ones.
That is true. That is true.
So we get the
how
one-star
it works.
reviews, and 90% of the one-star reviews are people who are cut off or kicked out.
Yeah.
Or like, so I didn't read the one. There was one that had my name on it apparently from Saturday. I didn't read it yet. I love reading the reviews.
I was gonna say
I love
I
responding to
literally
them.
might find it, clip it, me reading it, and
I read it. Supposedly like the owner, and they said something about they had too many people. I'm like, no, that's not a thing. So I get on the megaphone and shame people a lot for ordering like vodka sodas because we only have what's on the menu, like the cocktails, and then we have beer and wine, and that's it. I mean, we're pop-up. We don't even have running water behind the bar. How am I supposed to make you whatever you
It's
want?
not a real.
No.
It's just a shame how people can't just enjoy it. I mean, and like you said, I don't want to focus on the negative people because they're so small percentage. Because when I first walked in here, and you guys weren't even open at the time, there was about 4 or 5 people working in the bar, like getting ready, prepping, and like everybody was happy.
Yeah.
They thought I was, here
They
to
thought
train,
you were working.
and like, but they were so upbeat, and like, I'll be honest, like, where I am in my life with things going on, it doesn't feel like Christmas to me. The weather's pretty nice. I like golf last week. I'm golfing tomorrow. I have a tee time tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm at Riverview in Elizabeth.
Oh, nice.
But 12 o'clock if you want to join. But
I wish I'm here.
but it doesn't really feel like Christmas. But when you enter that main room, you cannot help but feel like you just walked in to Santa's like freaking
And it's cool when
dream.
people walk in because they're like people have never been to any of these. They're just in awe. They're like overwhelmed in awe. They love it. And we do not play Christmas. That was one of our 1-star reviews. They said we were playing country music because we play Friends in Low Places. We have like a
Can you
play.
sing that? Cry the Bronx.
That and
We gotta stop picking on it.
Yeah, we gotta stop.
Last time she got mad and she was like, "You picked on me too much that one." Okay, so Jimmy, you're next.
Okay.
and we played that. And we played John Denver. I think at some point we have a playlist that shuffles.
Stop.
You know rock. You've heard the Country Roads.
Yeah.
Okay, I figured
She
you knew
goes
that one.
WVU.
I go there.
She's a mountaineer. That's why I looked at her. I was like, "This is a layup for you."
And so we got a review because they were like, all they did was play country music. They might have played back to back, but it's all sing along. You have 200 people in here singing at the top of their lungs to every song that we play. We play Christmas music the first couple hours, but there's only so many upbeat Christmas songs.
That is true.
Yeah.
It gets otherwise they get very, like, I'm not playing Silent Night. I'm sorry, I'm just not going to do it.
I DJ and I completely agree with you.
What would you say your favorite? Let's go around. Favorite Christmas song. And I gotta think. That's why I'm pointing
Damn,
that way.
you selected the
mine.
order.
It's your turn. I can't pick on her anymore.
Favorite Christmas song?
Wow,
That
you're good
is-
at this. You're good at this.
Yeah, I know.
He's
I
a
know. Well, I'm
DJ,
trying
so
to
he
think
really
of like,
knows-
he really
I'm
knows
trying
his
to think of
music.
like
an upbeat
Yeah.
one.
I like Feliz Navidad.
That is a good one.
That's the one that was on my mind.
Oh yeah,
Because
sure
like,
it
how
was.
do you not sing it?
Yeah.
So-
Dominic the Donkey's mine.
Okay. Yeah, you should have said that.
Wow,
He does
Yeah,
like
that's
that
mine.
one.
That's
that was
That's
stolen.
So on our,
Yeah.
so we have
Yeah.
like the Miracle. We call it the Miracle Liberty playlist because the very first one was on Liberty Avenue, and we've had a couple different Liberty Avenue ones because we change locations basically every year. We just have to find an empty space. Luckily, this one was empty 2 years in a row. And we have like 7 Christmas songs that are all like the upbeat. It's I Want a Hippopotamus, Feliz Navidad,
Yeah.
Dominic the Donkey, obviously Mariah, and all that stuff.
That's not my favorite.
What's your favorite? You didn't say yet.
No, keep talking. I'm not interrupting. Keep
No,
going.
no, no.
Trying
You're
to
on the
say your
spot.
song.
You're on the spot now. What's your
Well, I hate
favorite?
to say
Your
this,
idea.
like you guys are all upbeat, but I don't like at a bar like this, but I like Silent Night.
Oh.
I gotta admit that takes me back to my childhood. But see, like I listen to sad music.
He does.
Yeah,
What do you
like,
listen to?
Like I'm
Godspeed.
oh yeah, Zach Bryan. I'm a big Zach Bryan fan. I'm like, yeah.
He's like-
you get in my car. You're like, you get in my car. It's like, oh shit. Sad
I like-
shit.
No, I like
Driving
chill
through
music.
the dark
but
highway. Like,
The dark highway.
throw some Johnny Cash on there for you afterwards.
Name one song from Johnny Cash. $100.
can't do it.
My favorite song by Johnny Cash actually is "Hurt," which I know is a cover.
Yes.
But that was one of my favorite songs by Johnny
My
Cash.
favorite is a cover too.
It's satisfying.
Satisfying.
I hurt. I think it starts with
hurt
"I hurt myself
myself
today."
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But it's a great song. I think we're off topic. Let's talk about Mr.
Yeah.
Warren. This
So-
place is so far
Let him
from
talk.
unhappy.
I mean, I'm interviewing him now. You didn't know
Jeez,
this?
oh man.
So tell us a little about
podcast.
yourself today. No, but this place. So we got our 1-star review because someone said we played country music and blah blah blah. But it was a group that I know who it was, and we threw them out because they got into a fight. And I'm like,
So they just had to get you back somehow.
yeah, whatever. It is what it is. They can hate me as much as they want.
I
Just
saw-
don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
I saw the line out front. I don't think it hurt you at all.
No, it doesn't, because we're overall trying to do good things, having a good time, and making it fun. I mean, we brought Chris out of retirement for bartending.
Yes, he made all our drinks.
Made
He
our-
made these
made our
4
great
drinks for us, and they are superb.
He'll be on the Instagram in his snazzy suit.
Yeah, he hasn't been back
Half
around the bar.
Hanukkah, half Christmas suit.
Are a lot
I
of the
like it.
volunteers from the Warren?
The Warrants. So the biggest thing about it is the staff.
The last day of Hanukkah was yesterday. So I think today is the first day that's not Hanukkah.
Are you sure? I think.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Got it.
I don't remember if it's Hanukkah or not. today. I don't know if it's the last.
Nobody's going to know when we film this, so no one's going to know if we're right or wrong.
All right. Well, then Chris
Today's
is right.
today's
I
Tuesday.
think we said Thursday like 5 times.
Yes, it is Thursday. I know
I
it's
don't know
8
what
crazy
Thursday it is.
nights.
Have you heard that song?
What?
Put on your
Yarmulke,
yarmulke.
it's time
Come
for
on, yeah.
Hanukkah.
Probably.
The owner of the Seattle Supersonics. No?
Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Do you know who Adam Sandler is?
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Let's start. So yeah, the chaos of this place is fun. There we go. Way off topic again. But no, the volunteers aren't necessarily all from the Warren. They're from everywhere. We have someone from Meat and Potatoes and like Taco and those type of places. We have people from Bar Botanico. Some people from like Tequila Cowboy. They're from everywhere.
Oh, nice.
Some people are just have office jobs.
That's cool.
Like one girl's a I think computer person. The guy in the back, one of the elves in the back, he's a tech like software writer, engineer.
Very cool.
So
I feel like the Warren is like a hub for not just normal patrons, but also like bar industry people.
yeah, we're big
Because
service industry.
like I would say so many people, like that's how I was describing Jimmy, like kind of like you, like everybody probably knows this guy because everybody knows the freaking Warren. Like everybody I talked to when I first moved, so I grew up in the South Hills. I moved to California, was out there for quite some time, came back, and I was like, where do I need to go? Everybody said the Warren. Because in San Diego, getting sushi, easy.
Yeah.
Out here,
Well, my business
almost-
partners
almost
own,
crazy
My
hard.
business partners own Penn Ave Fish Company, so that
Okay.
helps a little bit.
okay, yeah, oh, there you go, okay.
We're in the South Hills.
Pleasant Hills,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm from the South Hills. I lived in California. Back
What
in
part?
Pittsburgh.
What part of California?
I lived in San Francisco.
Okay, so did I for 4 years. I was East Bay.
That's weird.
I was Sausalito.
I was Pleasanton. So shout out P-Town.
Wait, are you from Pleasant Hills too?
No, I'm from Mount Lebanon.
Okay, we're right on the border of Mount Lebanon.
Yeah, in
and
Baldwin Township.
Oh, okay.
Mount
Nice.
Lebanon's come a long. I like that one street.
It's a long way. It's always been there.
Yeah, that's true. It's always
Mount Lebanon's
the
always
fan-
had.
You're
Washington
right.
Road's always been. Mount Lebanon's the one part of like and most of the South Hills that's not strip malls. It's still small businesses.
Yeah, I guess.
Like,
Yeah, I'm
I guess
there
what I was
all
trying to
the
say.
time.
I guess what I was saying is kind of a little bit more trendy-ish. Like when I was there, we just envied them. Like they had like polo teams and like stuff like that. Like we didn't have any of that kind of stuff. So what
They
are you
have a
saying?
polo team.
Or yeah, the
Water
field-
polo?
I don't know.
What do
They
you
were the
mean?
rich kids. That's all we knew as a TJ grad. They were just the rich kids.
I know a bunch of TJ grads.
Let's call them out. No, okay.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Go ahead,
What were you? Yeah, you were saying.
I cut
something.
you
Oh,
off.
no, I was just saying, like, I'm in Mount Lebanon all the time, so is Jimmy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I worked there.
Like, on that main strip, there's a lot to do there.
Yeah.
There is. It's
A
awesome.
lot of good coffee shops and...
Yes. Great coffee shops.
So I'm sure you work tremendously all the time with all the stuff that you do. Unpack Pittsburgh. The goal is to unpack people, places, and products that make Pittsburgh so unique and amazing. What are some things that you're not related to that like you really like to enjoy? Like what areas, what kind of bars? Like, I mean, you don't have to throw a competitor out there, but
No. Well, obviously I'm downtown all the time.
okay, yeah.
Like I call this area the Bermuda Triangle now because I go from here to Sippin' Santa to the Warren. I just walk this triangle all day long. I probably walk 20 miles a day in between
my
carrying
gosh.
stuff. It's crazy. You'd think I'd be in shape, but instead, the only
look
shape
good.
I'm,
You look good in the ugly
I'm in
sweater.
shape. It's
You look
called
good.
round. But I love the Strip District. I always have. That was where my first bar was.
Can I ask where? Do you mind?
Yeah, it's
Or no?
at 2216 Penn Avenue. It was the Firehouse Lounge.
Okay.
Right next, we shared a parking lot with Penn Ave. That's how I met them.
Okay.
Okay.
It's now Bar Marco.
I know.
Oh, alright.
I live in this strip district.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So I had Firehouse Lounge, and then I had a bar on the first floor called Embry, which was Pittsburgh's first craft cocktail bar.
Nice.
Then lost my lease, so I had to figure out what to do. Opened a bar in the south side called Acacia. Business partner and I don't really get along, so it is what it is. So I'm not really there, although I go there, but I don't really do anything with it. And then I was doing consulting all over the country, so that's how I was in
this
San
space?
Francisco.
In this space or a different type of consulting?
No, in restaurant, bar and restaurant.
Bar and restaurant.
consulting.
Okay, that's
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
cool.
bar and
Do you
restaurant.
still do that?
consulting. Not really. I don't have the time.
Yeah.
Having places, especially at the Warren, because it's open all the time.
Yeah, that's why I like it so much. Is the hours are like
7 days a week. But one of the biggest things about the Warren that people do like is, like you said, you mentioned the sushi earlier. So we have sushi, and some people are like, a bar with sushi? Our sushi is really good because my business partners are Penn Ave Fish. And then we also have bar food, like really good bar food. And 90% of the couples that go out, one person likes sushi and one doesn't.
Yeah.
And it fits that demographic perfectly.
Yeah,
Because
it's
everyone
very
comes
smart.
in, they're like, you're in Pittsburgh in like a neighborhood, because we call ourselves the neighborhood cocktail bar. Because cocktails are my specialty. And they're kind of like, oh, okay, that's weird. We're kind of divey, not really. We're not, and then they have it and they're like, this is actually really good. But like I said, we make everything from scratch.
Have you had it? Because you like sushi.
No, I haven't.
Oh, jeez.
Where do you go, Sushi 2 or something like that? Because you go to Mount Lebanon?
Wow. She's bougie.
Mount Lebanon? Oh,
She's
I mean,
bougie.
No. We go to Sushi Bomb a lot.
I don't know Sushi Bomb.
Sushi Bomb's good. That's
Yeah.
out like by the airport, right?
Yeah. It's the all you can eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all
why
you
we
can
go.
eat. That's
Cool
why.
concept, though. It is a cool
Yeah.
Big
concept.
eaters.
We are
There's
not
like
all you can eat.
10 plates.
I know. We're like, we
Get
like
rolled
treat
out
it like
on
a
a
game.
stretcher.
We're like, come on. Like, what's next?
And they actually can't eat. We did a pizza review the other day. We went to a bunch
Oh,
of pizza.
man.
I couldn't eat. I wasn't even eating my pizza, and they were just killing it.
Yeah, we're like, next place, let's
We,
go.
we, we,
I was
we were
like-
burying him. He's like, I don't know how I'm gonna eat this other piece of pizza. I'm like, it's 3 pieces.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I got in.
Like,
It's like I
come
can eat a
on.
whole
I
box
got in
of
the
pizza
car
if
the
I have
next
to.
morning, and my
Yeah.
car stunk like pizza. I'm like, I'm like, oh shit! I left the pizza in the back, and like,
Yeah.
my car still smells.
We
like
didn't have
pizza.
to worry about leftovers.
Yeah, I had a lot of
You guys,
leftovers.
what was your favorite pizza spot? Or did you guys review them?
Well, so this is like his specialty. Like
Yeah.
he's the Italian, he's Pittsburgh's #1 Italian food content creator in my opinion. Well, what's your favorite?
My favorite in the city?
Just in general in Pittsburgh.
Il Pizzaiolo is my favorite.
Mount Lebanon?
Mount Lebo.
That's,
In Mount
Ron
Lebo.
does an amazing job.
Yeah, he does.
I love that place.
Yeah, they're great
Go sit in
pizza.
that wine room in the back in the
Yeah.
winter. Oh, it's the
Yeah.
best.
Mhm.
Is that the one that we were in upstairs?
Yeah,
that was
in
tight.
the winter they put the fire on. and
Okay, very.
I run
set
their
the mood.
social media and everything
Oh,
too. So,
little.
but they
Yeah,
were
wow.
my favorite.
Let me
They were my favorite.
Get that off his
before.
shoulder. Get that little
Yeah.
thing off his
They,
shoulder.
they were my favorite before I started working there. So,
Yeah, so you got.
So I
you guys-
can't
Because
say
it's
I
really
can't-
authentic.
yeah, it is. It's authentic pizza. I wouldn't say it's authentic pizza.
I have to say,
Yeah,
a proper brick
it's all
oven. Is that? I don't even know if that's. I'm
I
saying
haven't
the
had
name
that
that.
I think it
Walkway.
is right. That's
Is that
what
right?
it
Proper
is.
brick oven
Yeah.
pizza, yes. It's a block
So
from the
we
Warren.
went there, and it was. I have to admit, it was delicious.
Yeah.
Like,
I
but I'm not
their
a
meat
food.
lovers pizza is really good.
I'm not a
That's what
food, like-
carnivore they call it. It's really good.
Okay.
What's your favorite pizza?
Well, Pizziolo's probably
Okay.
one of my favorite. I love Piccolo Forno in Lawrenceville.
Okay,
You
yeah.
gotta check that out.
Wait,
Similar
where in
stuff.
Lawrenceville? Because I'm there a
It's
lot.
like 38th,
Mm.
right next to Millie's,
Oh yeah.
across from the William Penn Tavern.
Okay, yeah.
They're is excellent. That's Dom. He's been doing it just as long. He and Ron have been doing it forever. I eat pizza. It depends on the style of pizza, I think, too.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
Like those style. There's a lot of places
Like,
like
we love Betos, but that's completely different
Yeah,
pizza.
but I wouldn't put that in the same rank as.
Yeah,
it's like
'cause
its own
completely
thing.
different.
yeah, they're yeah.
I have trouble saying what my favorite, just like New York slice is in Pittsburgh. Like just like a typical like just American slice of pizza, like one that you could get takeout. And
Yeah, there's I'm trying to think. There's so many of them. Like Pizza Davide, probably for me.
yeah,
Yeah, it's part of the Dianoia's
Mm-hmm.
thing. They have
Is
theirs.
that the one that's by me?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, theirs is probably for me. But there's so many places. Like there's so many styles. Like I go.
They were good. I haven't been there in years, so the last
Yeah.
time I was there was a few years ago.
Wow, the restaurant's amazing.
Yeah.
It's so weird. I know all these owners. I'm like, oh, Dave does a great job.
I bet you're like. Do you like get together with some of these guys, like brainstorm? Like it's interesting about
we
the
have a fantasy
food.
football league, a fantasy hockey league.
What?
Oh my
No, we
That's
gotta get
funny.
into that. That would be
We
fun.
do golf, a lot of golf.
You go? Oh, please count me in. You know what I mean?
It's fun with restaurant owners.
Where's your
we're-
favorite golf course? I'm curious.
Oh, my favorite course? Jeez, I don't know. In Pittsburgh or just in general?
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, keep it Pittsburgh, I guess, because like I would probably have to say Pebble or
yeah, I was
Torrey
gonna say-
Pines.
Torrey Pines. My cousin was the pastry chef there for a while.
No way.
Um,
So I live. My
Wow.
place was very close to Torrey.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, they was in La Jolla. I was technically Del Mar, but it was very close.
Nice. Gosh, I'm trying to think of the one that they just renovated, put a pool that turned out nice. Now I can't remember the name of it. But for public courses, like Quicksilver is a great.
Quicksilver's
public
good.
course.
Yeah.
I mean, there's private courses.
Elena's a big golfer.
I just started.
Nice. Hey,
I want to learn.
you should. It's
Well, with big muscles, you
such
could
a-
probably drive the green in on par
Such a
five.
social thing. That's part of the thing. People are like, oh, I'm like, it's business-wise, everything. It's always helps.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Was the old saying, all business deals are made in strip clubs and golf courses.
Yeah.
I usually just hear the golf course, but makes sense.
Well, here at Christmas Town.
Great. Edit that out for my mom. No. I actually don't really go to strip clubs. It's not my thing. Golf, I mean.
Really?
I mean,
That's where
everyone's been to
we
strip
have a
clubs.
podcast there next, actually.
Yes.
Just kidding. That's a joke. And there goes all the sponsorships.
Gotta edit that out.
So, you want to ask your favorite question? Do you remember your favorite
Forget my favorite
How much wood
question.
could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
question? Could you say that? Go ahead, say it.
How much wood can a woodchuck chuck if a woodchucker could cut wood? Was that right?
No.
Close, but not quite.
Then-
It's close enough.
Okay.
Missed the
Okay.
ending.
Yeah,
Put your
sorry.
own flair on. You're like,
Yeah, that was
woodchucker.
easy.
Woodchucker.
Dude, so much freaking
It just fit.
Um,
But I do have a question that might be my favorite question. What do you want to be known for?
that's the question.
That was it?
That was it.
Just creating great environments. That's it. I want
Definitely
everyone,
doing that.
everyone to have fun. Everyone to always, like on the warn, the back of our shirt says, "If you've been warned, it's too late," because people have a tendency to be hungover the next day a lot. My friends.
Not us.
Yeah. Well, she just said she just was.
Yeah,
after the
but-
last-
Sarcasm.
But yeah, no, I want to be known for just having amazing places and always creating fun environments. Like the Firehouse was known as one of the best clubs in Pittsburgh ever had. Embry's known as the best cocktail bar ever in Pittsburgh. Like we won #1 small bar in the country in 2011.
Wow.
And then lost my lease.
Wow.
Yeah, you were like
Crazy.
Yep.
I started bars at a young age, but I was like 25, 24, but which you're like, I'm not even that old yet. So you have time. You'll be able to open it soon. We picked on it too much again.
No, I'm not saying shit. It's all you now. I'm not making eye contact.
But yeah, no, just I want it like the Warren. It's all about the vibe of the Warren. It's you go to so many places and they have great food, but then you're like it's kind of stale, or they have great music, but then their food isn't good or their drinks aren't good. Like I want it all to be everything to be great. Like,
That's great.
And I want it to be affordable. Like the Warren, the whole thing was I raised my prices for the first time since 2008, from $10 to $11 for cocktails, while everywhere else in Pittsburgh is 14 and 15.
Yeah.
We're still trying to keep it. That's why we get the service industry. Anyone in the service industry, we always give a free shot or a free beer. A lot of White Claws go out. I think we're the biggest White Claw account in the country that doesn't sell White Claw.
So I have a serious question, and if it's
I'm
a
a
no,
Gemini.
I already know what it is.
I did too. Once you mentioned White
if
Claws.
it's a no, my follow up. Oh, why don't you ask? Because I know you know what it is. If he says no, say why.
Do you sell high noons?
No.
Why?
Cost, number one.
Really?
It's the cost of a
They
high
are.
noon versus
They
the
are.
cost.
They are so.
Think about
expensive.
it. We have to buy alcohol at the same price you buy it.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
So
that.
I go with the liquor store and pick it up at the liquor store.
Oh, I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
thought you guys, because they are like I buy the
expensive.
Portnoy pack, and it's like $30-some for like a 12.
So, and also the other reason is I can make you a vodka soda with flavors. We have fresh juices. We have other flavors.
Yeah.
That's all High Noon is like a vodka soda. Here's your great vodka soda and grapefruit. Like,
Yeah.
here you go. I can sell it to you for $7, and a High Noon I gotta sell it to you at 10 because it cost me $3.
All right, that's
$4 to
fair.
buy it.
That's fair. I like your
Yeah, maybe you should
rationale.
start doing that.
Well,
That was a
Instead
good
of
answer.
crying
But
when
on-
you don't have
but
I'm
on-
it.
expecting that, were
you know, high noons,
like,
high noons are my
shit.
favorite drink on the golf course. And it's like also like some places, not yours, of course, but other places, sometimes just because it's like a drink, like it's not good. Like we've been to a few places where I can get vodka and like they try to make it fancy, or even sometimes old fashions, and it's just like sugar. And
Yeah.
like it makes you feel like shit the next day.
Yeah.
So like I know I can put some high noons down and still operate at a high level the next day. So that's why
Yeah.
it's
Wake
my
up
comfort.
before high noon.
You know, but now that I'm gonna start hanging out with you on the golf
You
course,
get used to White Claw.
and that was my original. That was my gateway
White Claw-
drug.
White Claw
That was my
and
gateway
Fernet.
drug. Oh, that's an industry drink. That is, everybody who's ever been in the industry knows that drink. You probably never even heard of that.
Say it again.
Fernet.
Nope.
Oh,
Well,
Chris,
Yes, sir.
can you grab some Fernet from the other room?
Oh man.
oh, this is
Oh, you got it in
live.
here?
Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
I wish we had Malort here. I don't have Malort here.
So I gave Jimmy his first high noon. He still never had his own martini.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll get you a martini
how I
tonight.
didn't have a
You have to
But-
get a classic
Yeah.
2-to-1 martini. 2 parts gin to 1 part.
So you
vermouth.
think of you like gin for the original OG?
Oh
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Martini is gin for sure. Use the good glasses. We're on TV.
He just said he hates how people give plastic cups. Oh my god.
Oh, that's staff. Those are
Oh
the-
my
those are the staff shot
gosh, this
glasses.
is
Those are the
Those are
staff
the
shot
cute
glass.
Santa cups I like.
Oh man.
I'm trying to think. There's another drink that
Is this a
all the
shot?
bartenders always take at the end of the night. It's
Yeah.
I don't know why I can't think of the name. The taste is so.
Good luck.
Malort.
No, it's in my mouth. It's not Malort. It's
Not
like the
for
one
that.
that tastes like Rumplemints.
Oh, Rumplemints. That's-
Rumplemints.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
man, you go to the William Penn Tavern, you're guaranteed to get way too much Rumplemints.
Is that's the one in Lawrence?
That one
It's in
makes me
Lawrence.
That's
sick.
not what we did. We said
makes
for
me
half
sick.
a drink.
It's
Oh my god! Look at
Wow.
the shot glasses, guys.
These are awesome.
yeah. So we have the naughty and nice. You've got the nice one, and the
Wow.
naughty one's
I haven't
getting
had
in.
one
Of
of
course,
these.
I have the nice one.
This
The
Is
is
this a
not-
shot for net?
This is
Yes.
1,000%
Cheers.
naughty. I'm not gonna lie.
This is gonna be
Cheers.
great.
All right.
Cheers,
First
Chris.
time.
Thank
Make sure
you.
you look at the camera when you take it.
That face is hilarious. Sorry.
And she goes to West Virginia, so she's
not-
not shy to drinking.
No, Fernet is definitely it's something you get used to.
It's
My
like
friend,
minty.
yes,
Yeah.
it's very dry.
It
'Cause
has
they
that,
don't really
like,
add
that
sugar to
feeling
it.
afterwards. Where
It's a
like,
digestif.
You're like, is that?
Okay.
Digestive
Yes.
enzyme.
No, not an enzyme.
It's like a motto.
It'll settle your stomach.
but it's not as good.
Oh, nice.
And you put like a piece of ice in my mouth.
He was trying not to do a face. He's like,
I
I gotta get
actually
something.
kind of like
The
that.
big
I
muscles
like
over
it.
there. He's
It's
like
one
sweating.
you'll learn to love it. I will tell you that.
Like
at
the
first.
aftertaste is good. It's like those chocolate
You
mints they
like
give
it?
you after dinner.
Yes.
Wow.
The
So the
Andes
aftertaste to
candy.
me tastes like Novocaine or something. Like it
Yeah.
numbs your mouth.
No,
Why
I
is it
like
numbing
it.
my mouth?
The first time I had it, I thought I was getting punked. I thought it was cleaning product. I have to
Oh yeah,
admit.
you guys made me feel like it was gonna be really bad, so I was already expecting like,
Oh, so
the
we-
chills and everything.
We're gonna do this again at the Warren, and we will have you do Malort. And there's a thing called Malort face.
Oh no.
Oh.
Face.
Like they the
But is
first
it
time someone takes
enjoyable,
Malort, they're all
though?
like, you
It's
get
like a
you-
bitter beer
like,
face.
Yeah, it is kind of. You get used to it. Malort, it's a Chicago bartender thing.
Okay.
So Fernet is a San Francisco bartender thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Chicago
Bay
is
Area?
Malort, and it's like it's so bad that it's good. It tastes like, have you ever thrown up when you have nothing in your stomach and it's that yellow bowel?
And these guys never have.
That's what it tastes like.
They eat way too much.
That's
Me,
exactly
yes,
what it
I felt that before. They were
I don't
complaining
throw up. I
yesterday
have
when
too
I
much
don't
carbs.
eat bread, my stomach feels terrible.
So
It does.
So are
it's
you a
true.
Bay Area fan? Like do you do the sports out there? You seem like a sports guy. Are
I'm
you
a big
Pittsburgh
sports
sport?
guy. I'm definitely a Pittsburgh sports guy.
Okay. See, I'm the Warriors fan. I'm all Pittsburgh except for basketball. I'm a
Well,
Dubs
because we
fan.
don't have a basketball.
So I know, that's,
Hate Pittsburgh's
Yeah.
basketball team.
yeah, they suck. The Commodores.
I'm an old school when
Whatever
it
they're
comes to basketball. I like the old school NBA.
Okay.
I like the new style.
It is different.
It's a whole
It's
different
different. It is different. Draymond, I think he got suspended yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that.
Sucks.
I like the Dominique Wilkins, Jordan, Bird era. Where
Okay.
They could actually like bump into someone. And
I would say
it wasn't
most.
just now. It's
I would
just
say most
three-pointers.
sports are like that.
I've seen LeBron. Yeah, now it is.
I mean,
I've seen
football they
LeBron
don't kick
James-
off. Like Desmond
Yeah.
Howard doesn't exist in this new
Yeah, that's
football.
true.
You know, James Harrison. He doesn't like. I mean, it's sad.
Yeah.
They're getting paid more. But what do I know?
I digress. No, I like
I'm
the
still
Steelers. I have season tickets to the Penguins.
All right.
Um,
That was a fun game last night. Wow, that was a fun name.
I was behind
fun,
the bar.
Fun
here, so I
game.
didn't get to see it. I heard.
Yeah,
Heard all
the
about
shootout.
it.
It was one of the longest
Yes.
shootouts.
That's
Yeah,
what
it was the longest one so far this year in the NHL, but it's still good.
More
It was so fun to watch. It was a good game.
Yeah, I missed it.
Oh,
But-
that's who you're a hardworking man.
Uh,
And who doesn't
I
want
work-
to come support?
I work 7 days a
hardworking
week
man?
for sure. It's just I don't know. Work's a passion for me. I do for a living what you do for fun. That's what I tell people. Like I legitimately do for a living what you do for fun.
That's awesome.
But like, it's interesting now because so many people like are looking for jobs while the bar industry always needs people. And this one guy, we were talking about this last night, and this one guy was like, "Oh, why don't you just go work in a bar?" He's like, "I would never do that." I'm like, "So you'd rather just sit on welfare than not?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "But bartending is a career now versus before it was like a job. It was a college job, but now it's like a career. You can do it your whole life." And I mean, these guys make 6 figures basically bartending. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
it's a different culture. I love it. You know, put my body through the ringer for sure.
I'm asking a personal question for a friend. That's really me. Do people still meet people at bars?
100%. That's where I meet everyone.
Really?
I've never done an online dating thing or anything.
Really?
Like that. I only met people
So
at
I
bars.
found myself lately single, so I have to go back. And now there's this whole online stuff. I go on the apps. My God, that's not for me. So I'm out of that game. And I was just curious. I don't really go out to bars too much. I never like go out to like. I have no problem talking to strangers, but
We'll have to
like,
drag you out.
Yeah. So there,
I
so
mean,
there's
you'll be
still
super
hope.
hungover for the next day or two, but
My
we'll
mouth
let you out.
still tastes like that job.
I'm unbothered.
You're not?
She gave the face, but she's the one who's like, yeah, I'll do it again. I mean, we can bring it back.
It's like, it was
Yeah,
gross, man.
let's
We can run it back.
All right, well, final questions because we took way too much of your time. I really appreciate you. Kind of let's
Yeah.
go around the horn.
Supposed
That's how every podcast
Actually, no,
every
you go last.
podcast
You'll
ends
close
up like
us
this.
out. Jimmy, give him a question. We'll
question?
We'll do each a question, and then that's it. Or it's a wrap.
What haven't we talked about yet so far? We talked about a lot.
guys
We
don't-
never answered, or we talked about before the podcast, but hopefully this isn't too long of a question. But what made
Starting
you
off.
wanna,
Jimmy has to be somewhere.
what like made you want to get into the bar and service industry to begin with?
So I was working for an engineering company.
Okay.
I hated it, was bored, was playing beer pong at my friend's house, and my other friend was mentioning to him that he's like, hey, Budweiser's hiring in Pittsburgh, you should try and get a job. So I overheard it, applied for the job, got the job over him.
Nice.
Sorry, not sorry. And I was basically covering Western Pennsylvania. A little too young for the job at the time. You should not be 23 years old working for a beer company, and basically going out and buying people drinks every day.
That's sarcasm, right?
No, seriously. It should. I mean, it's great. I loved it. But I would go in my head. I'd go to all these bars and be like, if they would do this, they could do so much better. If they would do that, they could do so much better.
Oh, yeah.
So as I was getting fired, I turned to my boss. I'm like, I need two things from you. And he's like, what's that? I go, one, you can't protest my unemployment. And he was like, okay, and what's the second? I go, you're going to have to, this is a different era. They can't do this now. But you're going to have to pay me to have your product in my bar. And he was like, okay, whatever. Wrote a 150-page business plan, scrounged up money, and opened my first bar.
Nice.
So I opened a bar out of spite
Nice.
and to prove him wrong that I could do something that he didn't think I could
That's always
do.
how it works.
And you just loved it and kept going with it?
Yeah. So I bought out I bought out my friend who was the guy who I got the job over, ironically. I bought him out, and just did it, dove in. It's my first 3 years. It was 7 days a week, 20-hour days.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing I learned. Like when you first open a bar, you think, oh, my friends are gonna come. We'll make money. Everyone's gonna spend money. But they stop coming, or they go to other places too.
After, like, the
They're
first
not
week.
just after at your place. So you have to find ways to get people in and do it. He and I were arguing over where the money went. He wanted to put the money in marketing and advertising. I wanted to build a deck, but I had majority ownership. So he was like, well, then I don't want to be part of it. And I basically bought him out. But we built a 120 or 1,200 square foot deck, 18 feet in the air. Because my first bar was on the second floor, which they say like, was it 80% of bars and restaurants fail in the first 2 years, and the first year, and 90 in the first 2 years. And it's like 95 if you have to go up steps to get in.
Wow.
The only ones that ever survived back then were gay bars. Those are the only ones that, like, if you had to go up steps, those were the only way, because it was more secretive then. Now it's like, completely different. But so yeah, I did it. I love it. I don't wish it upon my worst enemy. It's, like I said, it's work. I still work 16-hour days. It just is what it is. I'm on call 24/7. Although sometimes when they call me, I don't speak clearly because it might be a little late in the night. Yeah, a couple of these. But overall, it's I don't know. So then I did that, opened my first one. My second one, I won #1 small bar in the country, and then had it all taken away in a day. Like when you don't get your lease renewed, you can't sell anything. There's nothing to sell. I don't have the space or anything. So that's when I started consulting, and I actually started doing pop-ups, because the bar Embry, that won #1 small bar, I was doing pop-ups upstairs at Butcher and the Rye, their second floor, on like a Monday because they were closed.
That's a cool spot.
They were closed, so I like made the side, their back entrance, that I like decorated so it was like my bar, and I brought in bartenders from all over the country, and that's how I started getting into Miracle. My friend opened Miracle in New York and was like, "Hey, you do all these pop-ups in Pittsburgh. You want to do one?" And here we are, 8 years later.
Cool. That's pretty well. For time, because I know you have a party, we're going to
What
go
time
from,
is it?
it's
Yeah.
like after 5 a little bit.
Is it after 5, Chris?
It's like 5:02.
Is it after 5?
Yeah. We're going to go from
Is
one.
it after 5? That party's, are they here?
So we're going from one overachiever to another. Why don't you wrap us up?
Close it.
Yeah, I mean, it's 5. I want, they have a private party coming in.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, well, thanks for having us here today. This was really fun. And that's the end of the UnPack Pittsburgh podcast episode. Thanks for watching or listening.
Thanks for having
Bye.
me.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks. This was awesome.